start list presentation for triple jump for women. 16 competitors on the start list. Starting with Christofi Cyprus. Turban Danışmaz, Türkiye. Adriana Kruzmane, Latvia. Tamara Balajova, Slovakia. One of the best long jumpers, Ivana Šparić, Serbia. Janne Nielsen, Denmark. Paola Borović, Croatia. Sarah Buggy, Ireland. Nea Filipić, Slovenia. Polina Eskina, Israel. Ilona Masson, Belgium. Victoria Stracek, Helios, Austria. Elena Andrea Talos, Romania. Lillian Washington, Norway. Gabriela Petrova, Bulgaria. And Daria O'Connell-Browning from Estonia.
Predstavili torej dekleta, ki bodo prepoznavno, ki bodo skakala to skok in Slovenijo bo zastovala Nea Filipić. Letošnji sezoni 14 metrov, manj 40 metrov, sicer na Križevu Vižer veljalo za samo težo 24. maja. 10. maja je dale zlata Nea Filipića z pridrevi petega junija leta 20 maj 20 je že skočila 14 metrov, manj 40. Spoštovani, Nea Filipić, Slovenija. Je svoj tudi poskus že uporabila Julijana Vodovec, ki sicer za 2 metra in 40 cm je izboljšala svoj rezultat iz prve serije 54 metrov 66 cm. Drugi poizkus za trenutno tretjo uvrščeno Florentino Janko Kliper iz Romunije 68-88 v prvi seriji.
Excellent performance by Kilda from Romania. Good kid. No mark in her first attempt. Next on runway, Adriana Cruz from Latvia. For Adriana Cruz high.
Prvým varantri, keď je scoprimentul Maribor, Valentina Sava iz Cipra v drugi seriji 69 metrov in 56 cm. Tretje mesto.
Ivana Španović, Srbija.
Prva serija pri troskoku Ivana Španović, Srbija. In posebni rekord pri troskoku 14 metrov in 24 cm. Sicer pa ima Ivana Španović 15 kolajn iz velikih tekmovanj. V olimpijskih igrah svetovnih prvenstev in evropskih prvenstev.
For Ivana Španović.
13 metrov in 94 cm v prvi seriji za Ivano Španović. Pogledamo pa podatek po vetru, mislim da plus 1,8 metra na sekundo. Fantastični pogoji za Ivano Španović in verjamem in upam, da bo ostalo tako vse do konca današnjega drugega dne evropskega ekipnega članskega prvenstva tukaj v Mariboru.
Jan Nielsen, Denmark, next on the runway. Nielsen in the second place with 13.86. Croatia next on the runway for triple jump women.
Odhaja tretjič v krog za medkladiva. In danes najboljši rezultat iz prve serije 70 metrov in 49 cm.
jump with Nea Filipic, Slovenia. Give her some support, please, ladies and gentlemen. Currently on the third place. From Belgium, thanks on the runway for a triple jump. Currently on the third place, we go on our song from
sbagliare trimestrone di seguito, il risultato invece è previsto.
First place, Danishmas from Turkey.
Danishmas iz Turčije, 13 metrov in 56 centimetrov. Prvo mesto. Za nami so 3 serije pri metu kladiva, 8 najboljših po 3 serijah nadaljuje. V četrti, peti seriji in v šesti seriji samo 4 najboljše po 5 serijah. Pozdravljamo vse, žal od Orjane Lovec, osvojila 11. mesto, 54 metrov in 66 centimetrov in Sloveniji prinesla novih 6 točk. Iskrene čestitke naši mladi tekmovalki. 16 let je dopolnila Orjana Lovec. Srečno v nadaljevanju sezone.
perfektní, ty vole dva nám poslouchej, tak nestaneš, teďka, risk, nemáš to ztratit, máme, tady jsou hrozně dobrý, buď a nebo, dneska máš na 13. Tak, ty toto obvykle měl přišla to je úplně jedno. Protože pokud vystřelil na takovou triku,
Mark on the runway, he marks runway Serbia. Croatia next on the runway for triple jump.
Anna Maria Čík z Estonie. Jedno místo u interrupku, 60 cm.
Ireland next on the runway for triple jump. Next on the runway for triple jump. She will need some help from you.
Poštovani, Neja Filipić na zradišću Klostoka, Pagajno, malo kasneje, Neja potrebuje vašu pomoć. nič drugega. Bomo vajo ponovili v tretjem poskusu, pa bo skok še daljši. Na prvem mestu pri metu pravila Nikol Turki iz Irske, 70 metrov in 50 centimetrov. Le centimeter za Irko, na drugem mestu Danka Katrinko Jakobsen, 70 metrov in 40.
Belgium.
Sam iz Belgije, 13 metrov in 96 centimetrov, izenačila je rezultat z reprezentantko Turčije, Kaspas, obeh 93, vendar drugi poskus boljši za Ivono Masen, zato Belgika vodi. Smo pri peti seriji, ki je tu zadeva, pravkar Slovakinja Veronika Mutkova, 64 metrov 72 in uspela se na 6. mesto.
Reto si di Pasquale e
Izjemno dane, prime ukradljiva Norvežanka Lamo. Do tega trenutka je imela rezultat 69 metrov in 95 centimetrov. Počakajmo, kaj bodo povedali sodniki. Ja, 71 metrov in 14 centimetrov. Norvežanka prevzema vodstvo.
Huge improvement for Beatrice Gerano from Norway. 71-14 currently in the first place in the hammer throw. From Turkey, next to Norway.
Popravljava pa tretja uvrščena Katine Kopsenizanske. Pričnemo z izboljšanjem rezultata za tretjo uvrščeno. Jakobsenovo iz Danske ostati svojih 70 metrih in 49 centimetrih iz prve serije.
Next to Adriana Kruzmane from Latvia. .13.08 for Adriana Kruzman, Latvia, currently on the 7th place.
V seriji primetu kladiva je za nami. V šesti seriji samo še najboljše štiri. Parla Domaj Pujzus.
We're back with the women's triple jump. Spanovic, season's best. And that's closer once again to that 14-metre mark. Is it enough to regain the lead? She's got a huge smile on her face. She's very happy. Let's take a look back at the jump. Down in third, but only by 2 centimetres. And it's very close to that green line. It's good on the board. Wait for confirmation. She's happy, she's confident. It's well over 14 metres. 14 metres 15, new season's best. And the first athlete that we've seen in this competition go over the 14-metre mark. Now how does Filipic respond? Urged on, and that's big as well. Is it over 14 metres? It certainly looks like it will be a huge improvement. Her best was just shy of 13 metres in the first round. No jump in the second, but it's well over the board. Disappointment once again for Filipic, who's now living very dangerously, the home favourite. in 8th. Level on 8th as well, owing to sharing the same amount of foul jumps and the one clean jump being exactly the same as Bolovic of Croatia. Things hotting up in the women's triple jump. Skina of Israel. Won't be enough to see her continue in this competition. She does get a mark, which is, of course, needed for the point. She needed a mark, 12 meters 46. Just enough to see her into the top 8. And here is now the second place athlete who was leading going into this round. This is just her first season going over the 14-meter mark. Yet to do so in this competition, but we did see that moment in the women's hammer where everyone started to click around the same time, and we're already having one athlete over 14 meters. Can Masson do the same here? Driving well, but it's not enough. So that's the sand. No, she's capable of better. No improvement on the 13.96 in the second round. Stratek Helios sees the green flag. First round jump for 12.52, that looked around the similar area. Doesn't make it onto the board, and 12 meters 50. Talosh. Looks like she's been enjoying herself so far. The Slovenian sun, which is beating down on the stadium. It's had warmer than it was yesterday. Calls on the crowd. .13.61, her best so far. That's gone over 14 meters this season. Season's best of 14 meters 19. Sixth furthest jump in Europe this season. That was in Greece on the 10th of June. Hasn't been able to replicate that quite yet, but it's secure in sixth. You can see that changing of the markers in the infield just after the conclusion of the women's hammer throw. It's discus to come later on today. This is Washington, US-based Norwegian. Competed a fair bit in the high jump this season while out in the US. Petrova of Bulgaria. 2015 world finalist and the personal best of 40 metres 66 set that year. And that's better, but it's red that comes up. No hesitation there. We'll take a look back at the board. Carries the momentum. Was that touch over? And no improvement for the Bulgarian, who is sat on 4th. Will be one of the big hopes for Bulgaria in this competition, to secure big points. Kova going well yesterday in the women's long jump. Hasn't quite hit the heights of last season, the World Under-20 champion. A long season ahead of her as well. World Championships this season, not until September. Conor Blonen of Estonia. Haven't seen much of her competition so far, and that's why a third no jump. Well, Alex, this is the risk that athletes take, and once again it's so close. But they need the marks to get the points.
Yeah, and quite often we see athletes still really push hard because they want to achieve something like a season's best or a PB or something like a fully representative jump despite the situation. But yeah, a reminder that a no mark unfortunately does mean 0 points. But well, it's fascinating seeing Spanovic at the top of the standings, isn't it? Someone who announced initially her intention to retire after the Paralympic Games. Her season was disrupted by injury, but just having a look, and she's only ever done triple jump 5 seasons in her career and has been competing for 20 years.
Well, she is one of the most recognisable faces, isn't she, when it comes to the horizontal jumps. A look at the schedule once again. We have concluded the women's hammer. The next event on the track will be the hurdles, or the kick-off with the men's 110 metre hurdles. And concluding tonight with our distance races, of course, so important in this heat. The athletes' delegations have been listened to, consulted over, including water stations around the outside of the track. We saw that yesterday with the 5K for the men and the 3K steeplechase as well for the women, obviously being held later on to ensure that it is just that touch cooler. And then we end so fittingly with the mixed 4x4 relay. And well, Alex, I know you and Rob spoke about it a huge amount during the 3rd division programme, but it is such an asset and something that I think the athletics community has embraced so well over the course of the last few years, these mixed events, which are just growing and growing in their number.
Absolutely, I think it's very much here to stay. We've seen over the last year or so some mixed 4x100 metres as well. I think it's brilliant. The only thing I would say is that if we have so many relays, it kind of sometimes will skew international selection in favour of people who are 100, 200 and 400 runners, possibly at the expense sometimes of some of the technical events like the hammer and javelin and steeplechase and others. So that's something I don't want to see as a result of the increased number of relays, if you understand.
Absolutely. Something we've already spoken about today is how good it has been to highlight these field events early on in the programme and really give them the airtime that they deserve. Of course, something that European Athletics is doing with their DNA event, with only one event running at one time, to give full spotlight to the athletes competing in it. Athletes that will want to be out of the light and under the shade. So confirmation then of those who are carrying on in this women's triple jump, and everyone fighting for any scrap of shade they can find just at the bottom of the pit. And we've seen glimpses of what Filipic can do. Wanted to be in a more confident position now, though.
This is going to be fascinating if Ivana Spanovic manages to beat the full-time triple jumpers, maybe you might say. Obviously, we've seen lots of crossover, many athletes over the years, including Katrina Barguen and Minabek Romanchuk. But yeah, you know, not doing that many triple jump competitions, as I was saying, but she's very versatile, going back to when she was a heptathlete, a multi-eventer, and still holds the Serbian national pentathlon record. Back in 2013, that was set in Novi Sad in Serbia. So it may be more versatile than people realise, just because of how many years she's spent as a long jumper, being, as you said, one of the most recognisable faces. I'm also interested by Masson as well, because I was commentating on one of these streams in Greece recently on the World Athletics Continental Tour, when she did a windy personal best of 14:31, I think it was, which was extraordinary. And then it was a long wait to see whether the wind would actually calm down to allow her a chance to get over 14 metres wind legally, which she since has done. So very much an improving athlete, a name to watch against an absolute legend of the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get back underway. Spanovic has had success in this competition in the triple jump before. That was back in 2015 in Riga, taking top spot in the second league European Team Championships at the time. A jump of 13 metres 50 to win on that occasion. Bar that, of course, all her results coming in the long jump, including the Olympic bronze medal in 2016, championship gold in 2023. So well decorated indoor and out at world level. Six-time Diamond League final winner. So back underway in the women's triple jump, continuing the top 8 athletes. Borovic of Croatia getting us started. Very much like 2 of her first 3 jumps, and no jump in the 4th round. Well, it is the top 8 results that go through. You have 9 athletes. That's because of the draw between Bolovic and Filipic, both on 12 metres 99 with 2 no jumps. She knows what she's capable of, Filipic, and that's more like it. And you can see what it means to her, and you can hear just how important that is to the home crowd. Ranked number 2 in Europe this season, with a personal best of 14 metres 42. Waiting to see the graphic with confirmation of the distance. 13 metres 92, so up into 4th. That's where she'd want to be. That's 1.4 the wind. Diana Kuzmanek of Latvia. Year-old on the runway. Already has the mark required for the European Youth Championships this summer. Surely she'll improve her distance, but not her positioning. 13 metres 32, but it is a new personal best as well. 1.1 the wind. That's exactly what you want from the young athletes in the team ahead of big summer that has the real spotlight on it for the junior athletes in the under 20 and under 23s, with those world championships being so late on in the season. And Klusmanek, and the new personal best, exactly what she'd want. Here is Talos. We'll want more from this competition so far, and that's more like it. Watch is on, there's the green light. And that will be an improvement, no doubt, for Elena Andreea Talos of Romania. Sat in 7th. Where does that put her? Is it enough for top spot? She is just behind on the board. Well, she's celebrating. It certainly looked a big jump. Is it further than 14.15? It is 14.18 and into the lead. Well, she's been patient. She's had to wait. Her first time over 14 metres in this competition. And Andreea Talos takes top spot. All chopping and changing, very much like the women's hammer throw. This one goes over 14 metres. We've seen that lead chop and change, and athletes get closer and closer. Nielsen of Denmark. Really long first phase. Launched herself, but red light. Let's take a look back at the board and her foot placement. Did look slightly over there. All her toes into the plasticine. As things stand, 16 points going the way of Romania. Serbia and Spanovic, the traditional long jump specialist, down in second. We've spoken about some of the headliners already, and of course Spanovic being one of them. There's a look at the home star, Christian Che, who studied at university here in Maribor. Petrova. Hasn't hit those heights that she would have wanted in this competition thus far. Will be measured though. 33-year-old in 6th for Bulgaria. And there's work to do for Danish Maj of Turkey. Becoming a household name in 2023. What a performance that was. Lucky enough to be in Istanbul on that day when she won the European Indoor gold medal in this event in what was such an emotional time. And took top spot later that year in this event, and the red light, well, she was waiting, wasn't she? Because that would have been huge, and it would have been enough to take the lead and take it back confidently. Just look how far she is over the green line. And she knows that if she was just a few centimetres back on the board, had timed that just a little bit better, there's no arguing with it. It would be a new lead. And it would be 13 or 16 points within the grasp of Turkey. Lona Masson of Belgium. Yet to go over 14 metres. She's come very close indeed in the second round. 13 metres 96. Everyone who has a really good first phase. No jump though. Really launches herself off the board. And you can tell just how much she's enjoying competing at these championships, using the crowd to her advantage. Of her toes over. That's her first no jump of the competition. She has been incredibly consistent until that point. Next up, the Serbian star, Ivana Spanovic. Can she replicate the gold she won in 2014? (13.50) was the winning mark in Riga in 2014 in the triple jump in the European Team Championship second division. She's well over that today, but still only sat in third, and that won't be enough for an improvement. An athlete that has inspired so many over the years that she's been competing. So intrinsically linked to the sport. And as Alex rightly pointed out, someone we didn't know we'd still have in the sport at this point. And always a privilege to watch her compete. Just 3 centimetres behind Talos. The athlete in 9th, also into that draw for 8th. Olovic to break into 13 metres in this competition. She's soared over on so many occasions, including this season. Season's best of 13.36. Support not just from the crowd, but from the athletes gathered in the shade behind her. Just one clean jump so far. That looked close to the board again. Indeed, it was just over. Well, Alex, we spoke about it a little bit yesterday with the long jump, but I think even more so in the triple jump. Such a technical sport, and obviously that's something that can be analysed, but when we see athletes with just one clean jump and 4 no jumps, it really highlights the mental aspect of this sport and this event.
It's a really tough thing to go through, isn't it? And it must be so frustrating, but with good coaching, it's the sort of thing that you use as a learning experience just to try and understand. We have seen quite a lot of narrow misses in terms of those red indicators coming up. We've also seen a lot of variation in technique, of course. For Filipic, though, this should be an interesting athlete to watch then, penultimate round.
Indeed, someone who wants a lot more than what she's got on the scorecard at the moment. She get close to that 14.42. Again, look close on the board. Pops straight out the pit, and it is valid. A little shrug of the shoulders there from Filipic. Take a look, slowed down slightly. I think that'll be near perfect. We'll obviously get the side on view as well. You can't really gamble with too much more than that. Won't be enough to go over 14 metres. Will it be enough to see her into the final 4? It's not quite. It will be 5th. A bit late in the competition and potentially has been made to pay. Guzmana of Latvia. Personal best in the last round, and she extended it once again. Really drives with her arms. See her fingers spread out. Trying to put so much energy and momentum, carry it through the board, through each phase. Like it will be enough for an improvement. Indeed, to see her into the final round of jumps. Still waiting. Regardless, though, sure she will go home very happy of her shiny new personal best, and one that is more than enough to see the 19-year-old into the competitions this summer. Well, it did take its time, and well, always disappointing, I think, and I wonder whether she'll run over and ask questions of just how close it was. I saw it a fair bit yesterday where the results really take their time to come up and then still flash up red. The officials taking their time to double check everything. Well, you don't get much closer than that, do you? I can understand why she'd want to have a look at it. Nothing in it at all. Well, Alex, look at that. You feel that at that point, is it obvious enough a foul? Are we straying too much into VAR tendencies there? It's so close.
It's so close. Obviously, technically, you want to be able to plant flat, though. And so, to some extent, either we want to see a frame before, or it's a slight technical failure on her part.
See them at that angle. I do wonder if we would have seen a frame before. You might be right with the technicality. She does go home with a personal best regardless, and I'm sure that woman will be in high demand for selfies, photos, signatures after her event. She's drawing to its conclusion. Yeah, got back underway. We will pause there, and now time for the men's pole vault 2 finals.
Yes, so predominantly we'll probably see the athletes in the A final. Obviously, it's a competition that was won by Tina Šutej of Slovenia. Only victory so far, but it was her 6th overall in this competition and her 8th top 3 finish. So I'll let you have a look at these athletes. We'll pick out a couple as they come through. Obviously, don't forget that Belgium, Norway, Slovenia right at the top of the standings overnight and remain in those positions. Christos Tamanis of Cyprus. We've got some athletes that are very close to going over 6 metres. Some very experienced, like Mareks Arends, had initially retired, but coming out of retirement, having coached his compatriot Wolters Kruis to a fantastic European Under-23 leading mark this year. This is Adam Antelec, who's improved to 5:15. So in the 3rd division, we had a competition that went on for more than 2.5 hours. And it was an interesting one nonetheless. You had some quite versatile athletes coming in early, and then Milicia of Bosnia coming in very late at the competition, around 5:25 is his personal best, but really leaving it late. This is Luka Zupans of Slovenia. He's 1 centimetre inside the European Under-23 qualifying mark. Ricardo Klotz, personal best in Graz 3 years ago in Austria. Seric, the Croatian, won their national title last year. Robert Kompas, who's just 19, he was the 2024 Estonian Under-20 Athlete of the Year. Simon Guttormsen, brother of Sondre, who he's behind on the Norwegian all-time list where he sits second. Ben Broders, been to 2 Olympic Games and 3 World Championships. And Ersu Saçma, big shining light of Turkish athletics, as they've really diversified right across track and field the last few years. You could say that about Danishmash as well, so that's still to come.
Back to the penultimate round of the women's triple jump. Petrova trying to break into the top 4. Gets the green light. Really trying to push herself on down the runway. Well behind the board. But it's enough. It's more than enough to see her up into 3rd. Well, a big jump, big improvement, 13 meters 97. Now, how does this woman respond? She needs something here. She needs something special. Only one clean jump on the board. It's just behind, is it? Just behind the 14-meter line. The green light flashes up. Always tricky to judge from the angle. Looks like she's behind the board, really stretching out that middle phase. She is quite some way off where she'd want to be planting. You can see stretching out that middle phase, something she's so good at, reaching into the pit. But is it enough for 4th? Is it enough? We still wait. She needs something further than 13 meters 96. That's what the second round jump was. It's what she's tied on with Ilona Masson. Watches on with Petrova, who's just pushed her down the order. And without that jump, Danishmash might have been safe to progress through to the final round. A nervy, nervy wait. I do wonder with the late World Championships, so we seeing athletes just take their time to get into this season. And it is enough, 14 meters into 3rd. Well, it is just a lot of athletes performing well and then asking for responses for the next. Because Ilona Masson, who was level and was in 4th, now has to look for a distance over 14 meters. This is her first season jumping over the 14-meter mark. 14 and 6, her personal best, season's best. She'll need to find something close to that. She's 10 centimeters behind it. Driving. She can't leave anything behind. The red light flashes up, and that will be the end of her competition. Well, it's been an excellent battle between her, Danishmash, Petrova, Talosh, and of course Spanovic. Just over once again. Had done so well, been so consistent before her last 2 jumps. And you can see the disappointment on her face. It is another consistent performance, though, in terms of placing for Belgium. So confirmation then on your screens of the results after 5 rounds. And we are seeing on results on our screens the small R next to Ivana Spanovic, which would suggest that she has called it a day after the 4th round and a best of 14 meters 15. So We won't see her challenge for top spot against Elena Andrea Talos. She gets a glorious shot from the drone of the stunning countryside here in Slovenia. Maribor shining in the sun. It really has been a brilliant host. The first time that Slovenian City has hosted the European Team Championships. And they've been brilliant hosts this week for the second division and of course the third division. You can catch all the highlights of that across the European Athletics social media channels, the written highlights and reports on the website and on Eurovision Sport as well. You can watch each day of action right from the beginning. Of course, the first division continues over in Madrid, where it's equally warm this evening. Later on into the afternoon with a time-shifted schedule to ensure the athletes have the right conditions to compete in, and also gives everyone an opportunity to watch some of the best bits of action from the second division before moving across over to the first. If you want to keep across all the behind-the-scenes action as well, I do recommend you head over to the European Athletics TikTok, where there has been some excellent content by our colleagues over in Madrid. Getting the most out of our athletes. Now here we go, the final round of the women's triple jump. Just 4 athletes remain. And she left it late, Petrova. Into 15 world finalist. And she gets over 14 metres, pushing all the way, close on the board. It's a big jump, but it's a red jump. A shrug of the shoulders. Well, to the naked eye, you could tell that it was just an edge over. We'll of course wait to see the side-on view. Yeah, more than just an edge, just a whole foot planted over. It's a disappointing end, but enough for 4th and still a decent point haul for Bulgaria. The Danishmas of Turkey next to jump. And the 2 women that we've seen and are watching now, the Late Show. Making it through to the final round. What can 2023 European Indoor Champion do? She can't quite connect there. Smile on her face, enough for another good haul of points for Turkey. Just losing it before she can get into that second phase. It's such a technical sport and it demands so much. The velocity that goes through your body, trying to get that momentum to continue through. 3rd, 4th Danishmaj, who was on top spot last time she competed in the European Team Championships. So with Spanovic retiring, it will be 2nd for Serbia, and a jump of honour for Talos of Romania, who's been an excellent sport in this competition and won't see the final jump. But she had done more than enough in the 4th round to ensure that top points, all 16 of them, go the way of Romania. Her best 14 metres 18, twice she went over the 14 metre mark. And Spanovic finishing in 2nd, just 3 centimetres behind. See the athletes having fun, and Elena Talos through the competition. And it's just how much fun she'd been having. So confirmation on your screen of the results. Hurdles in place as we prepare to kick things off with the track action. And that's really where the action starts to come thick and fast now. Excellent look at the facilities here in Maribor, one of the big hubs of Slovenia in the northeastern region of the country. Hub for education and sport.
So let's take a look at the pole vaults. As mentioned, final A, the lineup with the athletes with the higher personal bests. We're looking at Nikita Merkin, the Israeli. So let's this pole bend up to 12 o'clock. Let's gravity do the rest. You can see cleared 450 first time of asking, then passed. Actually, the first to enter in this particular group, and he's now over at 490 at the third time of asking. So carries those 2 failures out of a maximum of 4 across the whole competition. Don't forget, that's the pretty unique format that we've seen here used at the European Athletics Team Championships. Also previously used in the match Europe versus USA. Otherwise, haven't seen it too often used. We've also got a couple of other athletes vaulting at 490, others yet to enter, including Ersu Sashma and Ben Brodish, 2 of the favourites who come in at 530. And obviously they are knocking on the door of 6 metres. This Israeli coach berating Merkin. Perhaps he feels he should have cleared that earlier. Certainly Israel battling for all the points that they can get.
Well, confirmation and the results in full of the women's triple jump. And unfortunately for Estonia, who are in desperate need of points, no mark meaning no points going their way.
Hello, I'm Leonardo Fabri, and you must subscribe to the European Athletics channel because otherwise I'm gonna fight you.